Welcome back to Gamer Muscle Videos. In this video we're checking out ROM Extraction on the HTC VIVE, and that's because the developer has kindly thrown us a key in the post or email. Now before getting going on the game, make sure if you do get the game that you set the super sampling to 200. Because when I first laid this up and I was playing through the tutorial and getting to grips with it, I was wondering why the game looked a bit as if I was playing on a 1930s TV or an Oculus Rift TK1. And it was just that if you don't have the super sampling up there, everything will look all jagged, alias and horrible. But if you stick it on 200, it looks nice. Even the grumpy robot to the side of the menu agrees that it looks nice. I want to make that little robot a cup of tea just to chill him out. He seems a bit uncomfortable. That's not a good yoga position to spend a lot of time in. Now, ROM Extraction is another, I say another because there's been so many, arcade wave shooter. You're in the middle of a room, you've done something wrong as usual, you've got into trouble with some kind of big company. In this case I think it's a coal mining company, I don't know, and everything's trying to kill you. This is a situation that I have to say occurs quite often in my life. I'll be doing the shopping and all of a sudden there's robots, I'm in trouble and I have to kill everything without getting killed myself. Unlike battling old age pensioners to get to the front of the self-serve kiosk at Asda, this game gives you glowing orbs that you throw with your left hand and shoot with your right hand. Throw your balls with your left hand, shoot with your right. That's the lesson you learn from this. But the game has all these different orbs that all have different abilities associated with them that you then use to take the robots out. Because if you actually shoot the robots with the pistol or the laser gun or whatever you want to call it, they actually take quite a lot of bullets. So the focus is sort of 60% ball tossing, 40% shooting. Now I do have to say, although I really admire the developer taking the risk with the tossing of the balls and trying some new mechanics and using the motion controllers like this is interesting, I have to say personally I found it really hard to accurately and precisely throw the orbs in the direction that I wanted them to go. And that then made it a little bit frustrating at times, as that's kind of the focus of the game. I also found that because things get so hectic, you're kind of sort of grasping at the ball to throw it. You pull a trigger to initiate the ball, you charge up and then you throw it. But you end up kind of just spamming them and chucking them all over the place a bit because it's so hectic, it's hard to really plan things out. And in general, when you've got a room full of robots coming at you and firing at you, getting something in your hand and then throwing it seems really counterintuitive when you've got a pistol in your other hand that allows you to just aim and shoot at things immediately. Throwing is quite a laboured and time-consuming action, so it's just kind of strange having that and the mix of that with a pistol. It ends up to me feeling quite forced. I'd rather have something a lot more direct in my left hand, or to be honest, maybe I've just been infected by traditional first-person shooters. I've got no imagination and I just like using guns. I just like to shoot stuff with pistols and have them die straight away. And then just have the orbs as rare, super powerful power-ups, basically grenades that you could then use sparingly, that maybe you'd unlock them as you play, and it allows you to conserve them and strategically use them. But there you go. Maybe I'm just not adapting to the gameplay so well. I'm just stubborn. But outside of that core mechanic, there's not that much in terms of variety. There's different robots that come at you. There only seem to be a couple of different types of robots. It's more just a case of there at times being more at different angles than other times, then there being a huge variation in the types of robots that attack you. The environment is, that I'm aware of, just the one environment. As I said, they've gone for a very sort of pure arcade style game with this. And with the weapons, you just have the orbs and the pistol, as I say. So it's quite a simplistic arcade shooter in that sense. Graphically, the game looks really nice. As I say, you need to make sure you put the super sampling on at least 200, otherwise it looks like you're watching the game through a 1930s TV. In particular, the enemy robot animations are really nicely done and just look really solid with the way they lean around corners, the way they move and run. Just have a really nice connected feeling to their movement. The player arm models as well, and actually having the hands in the game is really nice. A lot of the times when you have your hands sort of modded in the environment, they don't really link up. The sort of IK or the linkage of the animation doesn't perfectly fit with where your hand controllers are. But in this, it's completely spot on, and it's one of the more seamless implementations of an actual character's hands in a game that I've played in VR. So much so that if you hold your hands up in the game and you look and your character's wearing a sort of cotton material top. I wasn't wearing I was wearing a t-shirt while I was playing this. And it was really strange because it's like, I should be feeling that on me. So they've done a really good job with how they've linked up the hand models, the player gun model, the environment model. As I say, there's only one environment and there's only a couple of types of enemy characters, but of what's there, everything looks really well executed, and there's just a general sense of polish to this game. I just think it just lacks the content. If they can add a lot more content to this, flesh it out, a lot of it is really good quality. It just needs more content. Moving on to the audio, the sound effects are really nice and the general sound design is really nice, but unfortunately you can't mute the music. Now for me, often when I'm playing VR games, I like to not have any music. I find it way more immersive not having a sort of audio track. When I'm in reality, I don't tend to have an audio track playing, other than when I'm doing the dishes. I do like to listen to a bit of dubstep and trance whilst I'm washing up the dishes. It keeps me going and it gets the pots and pans clean faster. But when I'm playing a shooting game, when I'm trying to concentrate and take out enemies and focus on where different sounds are coming from, a crazy dubstep soundtrack that is blasting in my ears doesn't really help, and it really actually takes me out of the game, and it's just irritating. And there's no way, as I say, to mute it, which is somewhat unfortunate. And as you can hear in the background of this video, it's not exactly the best dubstep. It sounds like some kind of elephant that's been injected with LSD and then sellotaped to a synthesizer whilst being pushed off a cliff. It's not the type of music that I really want to listen to. So, sound, as I say, the general sound, the noise the guns make and the bullets and everything, fantastic. But I just need a way to turn the somewhat annoying music off. Though the music is linked to the gameplay, and the intensity of the music depends on the intensity of the game. So I can understand why they haven't maybe initially put that option in there. But please, just give people an option to mute music. It should just be that should be a thing in all games, as far as I'm concerned. So. Really, I think that pretty much covers the basis of the game. I think it's got some features that will be added to it. I'm sure it's going to have more content as they do more to it. As I said, there's a multiplayer mode that's currently locked. That'll be interesting to see what that plays like. But that's a first look and sort of initial review of ROM Extraction. ROM Extraction is available on Steam and comes out today, or the day this video launches. You might not be watching it the day it launches, so that doesn't make any sense. But it comes out on the 7th of December, so you can check it out on Steam. I'm not sure if they're doing a demo at launch, but that'd be nice if they do. But until the next time, thanks for watching this. I will see you in the next video we do. If you haven't, and you should. If you haven't, you should. If you haven't clicked on the subscribe button and you enjoyed the video, do click the subscribe button. There's more VR content, driving simulators and other incredible life-changing videos coming to this channel. You know, Gamer Muscle videos is the place to go to for life-changing videos. You could invest in your education and go to Khan Academy, or places that actually are probably worth spending your time, or you could subscribe to Gamer Muscle videos and absorb our content, which will just, add so much value to your life. But until the next video, there's Boris the robot behind the menu, still chilling out. He needs a cup of tea. That yoga position isn't very comfortable, I can tell you. About 5 minutes of that and you're going to want to be taking a bit of a break. But there you go. Thanks for watching and goodbye.